So I just watched the first episode of She-Hulk, and I gotta say, it was not bad. I can't even lie to y'all. The show was actually pretty good for its first episode. Now, obviously, people don't really like Disney nowadays for obvious reasons, but I feel as though I feel like recently in other Disney products, they made it to where like anytime a guy showed up on screen, he was either a know-it-all, he was an asshole, and women, blah blah blah, whatever. And men were assholes in this show too. Not necessarily assholes, just like kind of creeps or annoying in this show too. But there's only like two males that were really annoying, and they were in realistic situations. You know what I mean? Like a dude is not gonna be rude to a woman in line. You know what I mean? She was coming out of a bar. You know, dudes do be like that. So I don't feel like it was that bad. And I feel like the acting was good. She-Hulk herself, the actress, was good. I don't know who she is. I've never heard of her a day in my life. Maybe I've seen her somewhere before. But she was really good too. Mark Ruffalo was pretty good. And the comedy landed. I think overall for first episodes ago, I think it was a really, really strong first episode. Compared to other Disney Plus products, I feel like this one's probably the strongest first episode. Loki's first episode was pretty strong. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know what happened in that show. I watched it, and I completely forgot what happened other than Sam becomes Captain America. That's pretty much it. WandaVision? No. I like WandaVision, but that first episode was not that good. This is probably the strongest first episode so far. And I feel like for the most part, it seems like they're going to be pretty comic accurate. I mean, She-Hulk breaking the fourth wall, it happens in the comics too, kind of like Deadpool. If you don't know what breaking the fourth wall means, basically she just talks directly to the audience, and nobody around her even bats an eye. I mean, like they know, like they notice, like a scene in the show where she's talking to the audience. Hulk or Bruce notices, but like obviously he has no idea what's going on because he can't break the fourth wall. And it's just funny how like you have a character who is literally a Hulk and probably one of the strongest beings on the planet, but she talks directly to the audience from time to time. I like it anyways. I like how comic accurate it is. How she becomes She-Hulk is also comic accurate. I thought they were going to do this thing where she was like, or where they were like, oh, she's always been She-Hulk, blah, blah. No, it was basically Bruce's blood gets in her blood. It sounds very fucking gross because they're cousins, but still. Bruce's blood gets in her blood, and then boom, she's She-Hulk. And I really like how they managed to do that. You know what I mean? To me, it's always weird whenever they have these shows or universes that have been around for a very long time, and then they introduce family members. You know what I mean? Like, you almost forget, like, these people have a life outside of superheroing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if there were a couple of Easter eggs or something that alluded towards She-Hulk, then, like, I would believe it more. Like, I believe that they're cousins, you know what I mean? Because the family dynamic and shit like that. They're more like brother and sister, too, almost, in a way, right? But, it's just kind of funny how it's like, oh, this cousin that I've been having literally my whole life is just now coming around. She's just now She-Hulk. This is the first time I'm in the same car with her, and the entire time y'all been watching the MCU. I don't know. I just find it to be funny. But I believe that they're cousins because they make it work very well. I love their dynamic. I really do. Another thing that was hinted at a little bit is the fact that I don't know how comic accurate this is. I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm pretty sure it's comic accurate. Bruce Banner only has the Hulk alter ego because of he has mental issues. Jen, when she's She-Hulk, she's literally still Jen. like she's literally still Jennifer. There's a scene in the show, in the first episode, obviously, where Bruce is just astonished because he's like, bro, like, you don't feel like there's nobody else inside of you. You don't feel like anybody has control of the wheel at all. And Jen is just looking at him like, no. I mean, it's obviously alluding to the fact that Bruce has mental issues. The only reason why the Hulk ever existed in the first place. I guess when he got hit with the gamma rays, it was just a way for that side of him to come out. Because when he gets very angry, obviously he gets very fucking angry and demolishes a lot of shit. So I feel like it was very interesting how they alluded to that just a little bit. Like, they didn't fully say like this nigga's crazy, but I mean, let's just be honest. Bruce he wasn't all there when he became Hulk. Let's just say that. Now, literally, like, that's basically the entire episode. Basically, she's a lawyer. She gives us the rundown how she becomes She-Hulk, and the whole episode is literally just her becoming She-Hulk. Not even her becoming She-Hulk. It's her like mastering her abilities as She-Hulk, I guess I should say, until a damn supervillain, which this is so random, but it's a superhero universe, so of course this shit is gonna happen, breaks in her courtroom while she's giving a closing argument, and she essentially beats the fuck out of the supervillain. Like, she beats the shit out this bitch. Literally, One Punch Man punches the fuck out this bitch, and she's done. She got knocked the fuck out. And then she goes back to her closing argument. So that's literally the first episode. Literally, I can't exaggerate how cut and dry this episode is, but the fact that it was funny is what makes it really good for me. So as far as ratings, I don't give fucking ratings. And by the way, if you don't like what I like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, nigga. I don't care. If you didn't like that first episode, suck my balls. How about that? I don't care. So how I rate things is based off if I like it or not. It's not gonna be 1 through 10. I either don't like it, I like it, or I love it. That's just how the shit goes. And for She-Hulk episode 1, I gotta say, I loved it. I think I really did love it. I'm gonna rewatch it once the whole series is over. See if I still love it, obviously. But for right now, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love this episode. And if the rest of the show is gonna be like this, I need more of it.